You're listening to the 49 Carats Podcast, a 49ers Goldmine production with Stephanie Sanchez.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the 49 Carats Podcast. I'm your host, Steph. And before I introduce our guest today, you guys might remember last season I did a couple of prospect interviews. I feel like it's just a great way for NFL fans, not just 49er fans, to become familiar with players who are looking to get to the NFL, learn some things about them. So this draft season, I wanted to do more interviews, get more players on, and that starts today with Louisville wide receiver and NFL hopeful Tyler Hudson. How you doing today, Tyler?
Doing good. How are you, Steph?
I'm doing good. Not too bad. So you transferred from Central Arkansas, right, where you got a lot of accolades at the FCS level. You were a two-time first-team All-American at UCA, and you were Conference Player of the Year all 3 years that you were there. In 2021, you finished with over 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. But you transferred to Louisville. So what was the driving factor behind that decision, and why Louisville?
Well, my quarterback was leaving. The other receiver on the other side was leaving. And I had talked to the NFL, scouts, and they were saying that, there was nothing else for me to prove on that level because, you have to keep doing good each year to move up in the draft process. So if I would have went there again and had the same year, it wouldn't have helped. If I had a worse year, it only would have hurt me. If I had a better year, the question mark would be, can he play with the people in the Power 5 and FBS and all that stuff? So I ended up having to leave, not because I wanted to, more so because I had to.
Yeah, it felt like it was the right decision for you, definitely. I mean, you put up some good numbers at Louisville as well, and it felt like they used you pretty well. So I was doing some reading up on you, just getting ready for this interview and whatnot, and I saw that in high school when you were trying to get recruited by the top schools, they wouldn't really put any stock into you without you running the 40, or at least like a fast 40, right? Mm-hmm. And you had never trained for the 40. Mm-hmm. I assume at this point you're training for the 40, right? So how's that training going for you this time, and how are you sort of preparing for the draft?
It's going good, one day at a time. I'm hoping I can, drop my time from what they think I'm going to run. So, I'm just having a fun time with it right now, putting all my effort into it.
Yeah. What are you trying to aim for? Is there a certain number that you think you'll run?
4.4, 4.5. Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. And do you have any mentors who are preparing you for this? Who are you training with? Is there something in particular you're trying to work on?
I work at APEC. It's about an hour outside of Dallas, maybe 30-40 minutes in Fort Worth. So yeah, I don't have any mentor I'm training with, I was working with the coaches that have been, went to school for this type of stuff. So they've been doing it for a while. So I'm just hoping that I get positive results and everything else take care of itself.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I did like your reasoning, though, for not training for the 40 back then, because I do agree with it 100%, because basically your reasoning was that teams put too much stock into the 40 time when there's so much more to being a wide receiver or just any player at any position than how fast you run in a straight line, right? So never mind the straight line speed. What is another skill set of yours, or maybe even a few skills of yours, you'd want teams to know that you have?
My jumping ability, my, just basic catching the ball. I catch the ball, I don't drop the ball that much. My contact catches are really good. I was the best in the country this past year. Route running is really good. So, everything that goes into being a receiver, I'm pretty good at, other than the 40 time. So,
yeah, I'd agree. And I'm going to throw up some of these highlights here to remove the sound. But so one thing that jumps off the tape when I've watched you is you make the tough catches look easy. You can high point it. You have really great body control, and again, as I was doing some digging, I saw that you played some basketball in high school, correct?
Yes.
So, do you feel like that has helped you out at this stage? Because some of those things, like the high pointing things, like being able to grab those jump balls, you know, that comes second nature to people who have played basketball. And not to say that people who haven't played it can't do it, but it definitely helps. So, how do you feel like basketball has kind of helped you like prepare for the NFL?
It definitely helped. All the catches are the same as you were going up for a lob. You're tracking the ball and stuff like that, and with your hands and with your eyes, just like you would a football. So I think it's pretty similar in a sense. So yeah, I think it
Yeah.
helped a lot.
And so, like, I did actually find a video of you dunking on. You put someone on a poster, so I want to show that video because that one was awesome. For those that don't know, this is what you were working with as a basketball player. But I assume that NFL or just like football in general was sort of like your calling. Like you love football a little bit more than basketball. Like, how did that turn out that you took the football route?
Well, I took the football route because one, I did like it more. I did love it more. And two, I mean, I didn't do any camps for basketball. I did all the camps for football because all the camps for basketball were during football season, so I could never go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss playing basketball though. Yeah.
Yeah. But some of that does translate, I think, like we were just talking about. So now that you did participate in the Hula Bowl, and congrats on that. What was that experience like for you, just getting a taste of NFL coaching?
I thought it was pretty cool. The coaches were, they weren't current coaches like they coached back then, but still, and it was good experience and learning, the little pieces that they gave us, stuff like that. And I just appreciate Damon for giving me the invite, because he said that I did really good at UCA, so that's why I ended up getting that invite so early. So.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to participate in that as well. It's definitely a huge opportunity. It's a huge opportunity for teams to see you, and not just that, but to speak to teams. And you let me know that you did get a chance to speak with the 49ers while you were out there at the Hula Bowl. How did that meeting go for you? Hopefully, like they left a good impression on you.
Yeah, it went good. They told me, I run my routes really well. I have really good ball skills, and they were telling me that I'm on their board, and hopefully, I end up there or anywhere else, that has me on their board. So, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Any other plans that you have, like as the NFL, the pre-draft process progresses here, for you?
Do you have any plans?
Yeah, like what are you planning for yourself in the span of time before the draft?
Just trying to stay healthy. Yeah, that's about it. Mentally, if I'm healthy, then everything will be smooth and I have a great day. If not, then, I'm just gonna have to muscle it out and just hope, I perform well.
Yeah, absolutely. So come April, you'll be entering a new journey, hopefully as part of an NFL team. There'll be, many fans who are curious about you, and they may come across this video to find out a little bit more about you. So, what can you say that a team, a fan base is getting with Tyler Hudson?
A consistent player that puts all his effort into, what he loves to do, which is play football. So I mean, that's all I can say. That's all I want to do. Just be the best I can be, and hopefully be the greatest and the franchise's history at the position. So.
Yeah, awesome. Great answer. Are there any players that you sort of model your game after, or you draw inspiration from?
Larry Fitzgerald, Calvin Johnson, and I liked watching Steve Smith with the past like 2 years. I've just been like looking at it on YouTube, and I just like his mentality, the way he approaches the game. But for the longest, it was Calvin Johnson and Larry Fitzgerald. Just they catch everything, anything that's thrown their way, and they don't drop anything. So.
Yeah, those are definitely some good players to get inspiration from. And yeah, you said you don't drop a lot of balls, so Fitz is definitely like the guy to look up to when it comes to that. And so, do you have a favorite route that you like to run?
Other than the go ball, I'd probably say the dig.
Okay, so but like a go route is your favorite. You just want to like show off the
Yeah,
speed a little bit. Yeah.
yeah, just go for the jump ball stuff like that. Yeah.
All right, for sure. Is there any like scheme that you think you would fit into really well, or just like an offense that you think suits you a little bit better than most, or do you feel like you could just kind of fit in anywhere?
I can fit it anywhere. Yeah, I mean, you always got to be able to adapt, regardless of what situation or circumstances you get into with the offensive scheme. You just got to be able to do your job. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm going to get to some of these comments. People are asking questions here, so I'm going to get to some of these if you don't mind. We do have a little bit of time. Ryan says, hey, Nathan says, Steph, can you ask him if he met with the 49ers? He did. We did confirm that, so we're very happy about that. Just, again, very talented player. It's no surprise that you're on the 49ers radar. And yes, Nathan says he has good hands. Tisha asks, "Is he injury prone?" Now, I don't like the term injury prone, but thank you for the donation. But I mean, what would you say about your health? I know you say that you're looking to just stay healthy throughout this draft process. I don't think this is a red flag for you at any point in your
Yeah,
college career,
yeah.
right?
I've been hurt, dinged up, all that, but I've never missed a game. You can go look it up. I've never missed a game, so I'm not injury prone.
There we go. He's settled it. It's been confirmed. Awesome. Any other questions in the chat we can get to? Make sure you throw those in there. But I appreciate your time and coming on here with us today. And again, excited that the 49ers are interested in you. I'm sure there's other teams that have shown interest as well. So at the end of the day, whatever team gets you, they're going to be fortunate to have you. And best of luck in the draft process, Tyler.
Thank you for having me, Steph. I enjoy it, and I definitely do it again. Thank you for the good luck.
Yeah, absolutely. And Tisha does say, I love him. All right. So, all right. So, but appreciate you, man. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in. And again, we'll have more of these throughout the off season and leading up to the draft. So make sure you guys are subscribed for more of that type of content. And have a good rest of your Tuesday, folks. Again, Tyler, thank you so much. Peace, everyone.